Since last time I talked about the worst areas in the game, now I'm going to be talking about the best areas in the game from Mario 64 all the way to Odyssey, not going to be including Bowser's Fury. Let's get started. For Mario 64, the best area in the game I'm going to have to say is Bob-omb Battlefield, due to how I love the level design of how simplistic it is. It's of course the most iconic Mario 64 game, and it just introduces, it's a level that introduces you to pretty much what Mario 64 has to offer. It's a nice big open area, so you can explore all of Mario's different moves, his different moveset. The stars are pretty simplistic but fun to get. The red coins, the chain chomp, the King Bob-omb, the race, all of it flows together, and it is still possibly, I would say it's more than likely top 10, top 15 on my like 3D Mario games areas of like all time, like of all the 7 games. I might do that video later, like in the future, but for Mario 64, Bob-omb Battlefield is definitely my favorite area in the game overall for 3D Mario. So yeah, Bob-omb Battlefield, biggest reason is just because of how iconic it is, and no matter how many times I replay through Mario 64, which is a lot, I still look forward to going through all of Bob-omb Battlefield. Moving on to Mario Sunshine, I would have to say is Serena Beach, because compared to the other areas in Mario Sunshine, Serena Beach has it captures a different level. Like it's more complex and different out of all the areas. You have the Manta Race Shine, which I thought was actually pretty fun. I didn't find it that annoying. I liked the platform level here a lot, and it's probably one of my favorites, if not my favorite platform level in the game. I like the star where you actually go around and explore the hotel. I like the settings it use, in that you can go through like pretty much all of the doors, and you actually have to go exploring and find the different pathways to go throughout the hotel. I just thought it was a really cool idea compared to, now the other areas are pretty good, but compared to Serena Beach, like I said, it's more complex. I like the diverse elements it uses compared to the other areas in the game. So yeah, Serena Beach, due to its complexity and its different shines that I would have to say it's the best area in Mario Sunshine. In Mario Galaxy 1, Freeze Flame Galaxy is my favorite due to the fact that, again, similar to what I said with Serena Beach and Sunshine, I like the fact of how different it is. I like that it uses elements of course, both ice and fire in the name Freeze Flame. I like the fact that the first star, it focuses on the ice section, second it focuses on fire, and in the third star it combines those two elements, which I really like, and I always thought that was pretty fun. And the Cosmic Mario Race, I really like this one as well. It's definitely my favorite out of the 4 Cosmic Mario Race / Cosmic Luigi Race. I like that it used different elements. I like the creative aspect in the game. Now this one was more tough since I pretty much love all the different galaxies in Mario Galaxy, but out of all them, Freeze Flame is definitely my favorite, with, again, just because of how original it is. I like it combining the different ideas, focusing on one, then the other, and then combining them both. So that is why Freeze Flame is my favorite in Galaxy 1. Next is Mario Galaxy 2, and I would have to say that the best area is Yoshi Star, due to how I like the elements it uses, in that it shows off Yoshi. I like the aspects of the level with the volcano erupting when you're taking the launch star. I like the different stars. It's simplistic. I like it because it shows a combination of that this isn't completely different from Galaxy 1, but it still has elements showing what's different about it. There's Yoshi, Yoshi can do. You can infinite flutter jump, which I loved in that game. And yeah, I liked the simplicity of the level, but it was still pretty fun, especially with the Yoshi fight where you have to, with this giant Lakitu, where you have to eat the spinies and then throw it back at or spit them back out at the giant Lakitu to kill it. So yeah, that's why I like Yoshi Star. And again, similar to Galaxy 1, I pretty much liked every Galaxy in Galaxy 2 except for Rolling Masterpiece. But out of all of them, I like Yoshi Star because it shows an example of what they're gonna keep the same, what they've done right with Galaxy 1, and what's different, because it's not entirely the same, obviously. In Mario 3D Land, there's similar to what I said about my worst area, there's not really a best area for me in 3D Land. Now there is for 3D World, but in 3D Land, there's not really any area that I found particularly, or world that I found particularly like the best over all of them. I found the worlds pretty decent, except the special worlds that were pretty. The special worlds really were just the other levels, but changed in one element. And but S8 Crown is the best level for me. It's actually a level that I'm going to put for 3D Land, which S8 Crown, it is the final level in 3D Land. I like it because, like I said, with the Galaxy areas, it's basically, it gives off a lot of the different elements within the game. Now, like I said, in the difficulty ranking, it's not necessarily hard. I beat it within the first hour playing it, but I still like it because it shows off different elements. There's some platforming that you have to do. It's still the hardest level in 3D Land, but it's not that difficult, but I still like it because it shows off different elements with the game, and I like it because overall it's probably the longest level from what I recall. It's not that long, but it's like one of the longest levels, if not the longest, out of all the 3D Land levels. So that is why I would have to put S8 Crown as my most favorite levels to do. It's more complex, and overall I just like it a lot more compared to some of the other levels. In 3D World, it is actually Special World Star. I was going to put, what is it called? World 3. I really liked a lot of World 3's levels, but I liked Special World Star because overall it was the one special world, or world in general, where I just felt like it's the one special world in the game that's actually original, and it's not just copying other levels with different elements and changing one thing about it. No, it's actually different with its levels. And it's like the world before, I can't remember, I'm pretty sure it's the world before World Crown with Champions Road. And yeah, I like it because overall the levels they're pretty fun. Some of the best levels in the game. And yeah, that's what I have to say for 3D World, because it's a world where it's fluent all the way through. It has original levels. They're really creative, and overall, yeah, they're a nice duration too. Overall, all of the levels, they're a nice duration. They don't go on for too long. They're not too short. And yeah, that's what I have to say. Special World Star is the best world in 3D World. Now, this shouldn't come as a surprise to a lot of you, but in Odyssey, it is Metro Kingdom. Now, outside of the jump rope challenge, which I'm not going to include as part of the list because I like everything else about Metro. It has the jump up superstar as the jump up superstar level where you're going around talking to musicians. I like the RC cars that they have, where you capture uh the human, and you drive around the IC car to get a moon. I like how creative the area is, and how it has 2D levels. Has my favorite 2D level in the game, like 2D section throughout the game. I really like the 2D sections in Odyssey. And yeah, I like it because this also doesn't include Night Metro, because Night Metro is just focused on one boss, and Night Metro is not that good anyway. And yeah, I overall just like it because in Odyssey I like pretty much every world or area in the game, but out of all of them, Metro Kingdom is definitely the one I look forward to the most whenever I replay Odyssey. So yeah, that's what I am going to put as my best area for Odyssey. And there you guys have it. That is going to do it for my best areas on the 3D Mario games. I am filming this in the morning, so I am pretty tired. That's why my voice sounds weird. I'm still kind of like, not necessarily half asleep, but like still pretty tired. So yeah, let me know in the comment section below, what do you think of my list, or my thoughts on what areas I chose. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.